Hey there, it's Brian and Max from IGN. Now, when we first heard that Deadpool 2 was returning to theaters this Christmas in a brand new PG-13 rated cut, my gut reaction was this is a cheap cash-in created to fill the space where Battle Angel, now delayed till 2019, was set to fit. But Max, it might be more than that.
Yeah, the more we think about this, the more sense it actually makes. First of all, obviously, Fox has got to make money. They've got to have a holiday movie of some sort. They've been shuffling around their entire kind of lineup. And Deadpool, which went up against Infinity War and Star Wars, basically, when it came out this summer, I think it underperformed, but it still did pretty well for itself.
Yes.
It's definitely not a flop. They're not trying to double dip in that sense. But there's also a ton of stuff that got left on the cutting room floor. We know that they're going to be adding in some new scenes that have Fred Savage reprising his role as the little boy from Princess Diaries.
So that's, first of all, I love that. That's a genius idea, especially because he's a grown man now, and the idea of him in bed getting a bedtime story read to him is really fascinating, and it's a good sort of like narrative vehicle to tell the story of Deadpool in a PG-13 setting. But when you say that there's stuff that was cut from the movie, the idea of it being rolled into a PG-13 cut, which to me seemed like a place that would have less jokes in it, seems crazy, but it sounds like they're ramping up to do even more for this movie.
If anybody can make fun of the fact that this is a PG-13 holiday window cash grab, it's Deadpool. If you did this with anything else, if you were like, we watered it down, we put the TNT version in theaters, I think a lot of people would be very upset, but the fact that Deadpool is constantly self-aware, breaking the fourth wall, there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah, I kind of love that. I mean, the thing is, when we were 13-year-olds and we wanted to see R-rated movies, we would either sneak into them or wait till they got sort of TV edits that were put on television where all the curses were kind of trimmed off.
No, exactly. And honestly, the holidays is the time when a lot of people are stuck with their families, you know, for better or for worse, and maybe they want to, you know, maybe you want to bring your mom to go see Deadpool, but you don't want her to see the F-bombs and disembowelment. Yep. So this is kind of a good solution there. Be like, relax, mom, it's cool, it's funny. You know, we can go see this together, and you know, bring the whole family, go see it.
I didn't even think about like disembowelment. Like, I wonder if they'll cover that up with like confetti or something.
I think they'll find creative ways around it. We've seen kind of similar stuff to this before. I don't know exactly how much new material is going to be rolled into this. They did do the super duper cut when Deadpool hit Blu-ray, which was effectively unrated with lots of deleted scenes and things like that. But based on the amount of things that were in the trailers that weren't in the final film, there was a lot of stuff that we haven't seen for this movie. And honestly, if they're sort of bookending it with this weird Fred Savage stuff, I imagine they're going to have a lot of fun. Maybe they'll make fun of Aquaman. Maybe they'll make fun of Transformers, the other sort of holiday competition they have at the time.
Or Venom, really. If you look at like the rest of the comic book movies coming out for Q4. Man,
right.
Yeah, there's a lot of room of stuff to play with there.
There's one more thing here that's incredibly smart, which is Fox is obviously in the middle of this buyout with Disney owning them. Fox has their sort of you know, their darker superhero properties in the X-Men universe, and the MCU is you know, full steam ahead, and nothing has ever broken PG-13 over there. It's all pretty squeaky clean. But maybe this is demonstrating that you can have a successful Deadpool movie without all the F-bombs and disembowelment.
Wow.
Which is, you know, kind of a cool approach there.
I think you totally turned me around on this thing. I'm really convinced to see this movie again now. If
nothing else, I'm just completely curious. And it's also going to be pretty funny if the biggest holiday movie of 2018 turns out to be a summer movie of 2018.
What's also, like, there's a lot of stuff, like the main villain in this movie is sort of a pervert. Like, there's a lot of stuff to work around there.
Yeah,
so.
it'll be curious to see how they do it. I think what's funny is even going back to the first Deadpool movie, which was released on Valentine's Day, was framed very much as a Valentine's Day movie. They were like, oh, this is a love story.
Yeah, there was that rom-com cut of the trailer that was really great.
There's also a lot of jokes in there that frame it as a Christmas movie. Like, if you watch Deadpool, the first one, and pretend that you're seeing it as a Christmas movie, it totally works. You know, there's definitely scenes with Ryan Reynolds in a Christmas sweater and not much else. But it's kind of funny how they position these movies to be like, when will people be seeing this? How will this work?
That's what I love about them, man. They're fully self-aware at how ridiculous the genre is and this character and everything. So, man, yeah, I'm actually excited to see Deadpool 2 again, which you could have seen in theaters 3 months ago. You could see on Blu-ray right now, or you can see again this Christmas when it launches in its new PG-13 cut, and I can't wait to see what they do put in and keep out, and where the confetti goes for all the disembowelments. So for all things Deadpool and comic book movies in general, Max and Brian here at IGN will be talking about them until we're dead. Pool. Thanks for watching.